Best 151. I can beat him. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Setting the qualifying lap. I think that's the best lap I can get out of this car, even with the mistakes I had. I think that's good enough to put me in first place. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's see. All right. I beat this guy's time, so I'm sitting in first place. The race starts in 4 minutes. Hopefully I can continue to lay down these laps like that. So I'm gonna keep practicing until we get going. Xing that corner a little hard. Go around this one pretty fast. Cut across this one. Let up a little bit. The goal is to beat my ghost car. And if I can keep this up, I beat myself. That's not gonna fly in a race. For all of you that's tuned in, if you guys are racing GT Sport and you're racing online, that is not gonna cut it. One little mistake and somebody racing against you is gonna capitalize on it. I'm pretty good going against people. I kind of hate being in first place unless I'm on the last lap, because it takes that pressure off. I always like being in second place until the last moment. There you go. That's how to take that corner. It could have been a little bit cleaner, but still. I'll take it. Oh! Too heavy on the throttle. If you guys don't have traction control turned all the way up, you gotta feather that throttle just right. It doesn't matter at this point. I've already qualified and I'm in first place, so I think the race starts in 5 seconds. Show you. Here we come. I'm in second place, guys. So I qualified second place, but I'm right by the guy. Man, that guy's going wide. Good luck with that, guy. Ah! Here we come. Man, there's some fast guys. Jeez. Wish me luck. No, don't hit me. Ah, damn it. Come on, man. Come on, come on, come on. God damn it. All right, this lap is going to be better. Let's go. Come on, guy, I'm on your ass. Let's go. I'm on your ass, man. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. I'm on your ass. Told y'all I was on his ass. Man, I'm quick. Where you at? Where you at? I am in the zone. It's like my body is melded together with the car. I'm Ricky Bobby with the cougar in the car. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I was in the zone. Damn, that guy's quick. He's 20 seconds faster than me. Jeez. Oh, but that guy's he's a much higher rank. Let's see if anybody's tuning out with me. All right. We see the race details on that. Well, I qualified number 3 in that event, so I'll take it. And I will be competing in the Nations Cup and the Manufacturers Cup. I don't know what manufacturer I'm going to choose yet. I'm testing out Ferrari now. I'm a big Ford guy, but I'm pretty quick in my Dodge Viper as well, so we'll see. I am ready for Paris Games Week. I'll tell you guys this. Sony is going to release, they're going to show off 7 new games. 7. That's more than Xbox has all of next year. So, we'll see. All right, let's see. I'll race against some guys in the lobby. Yeah, I need to get my my rank up. I need to do some more races. Let me get out of here real quick. Save. Man, I love the music in GT Sport. I'll race against some scrubs online. I agree, Ian. PlayStation has the best bang for the buck. It has all the games, all the different genres. If you can't find something to play on PlayStation, then I mean you're not a gamer. I mean, these guys have VR, they have indies, they have everything. They have something for everybody. It's GR1. I don't want that. Show off your cars. All right, I got a good scheme. It's going to be interesting to see what this Xbox X does. I know a lot of guys are claiming, oh, we're waiting for the X, but they said the same thing for the S. And people didn't go out in droves and buy it. It didn't fly off the shelves. Hopefully the X flies off the shelves. It's just a hard sell without having any games. Especially if you're telling people, well, we have multiplats. It's like that's not a good bargaining chip. That's only multiplats. I mean, what about exclusives? Exclusives is the reason to buy your game. You got to give people a reason to buy your game. Oh, they just showing off here. Ah! I forgot that turn was there. Guys, what I do is I learn one track and do it really, really well. And that way, I'll know how to race that track, and basically I can try to perfect it. Ah. Oh man, that dude has a Hellcat. I need to get me a Hellcat. Whoa, these guys. They're here to show off. Guys in an Enzo Ferrari. He's also into the curb. I like that X. Paris Games Week. Any idea what they're gonna show, guys? They had traction control on. Let me get out of there. Tell me if you guys have any games or anything that you hope that they show.
Just dance, baby. Dance, baby.
Dark Lord, send me a chat invite, man.
Romancing, feeling self, feeling who I am, feeling who I be.
Haven't chopped it up with you in a while.
Shit in my black tee on the dance floor. It's all I really want to
I'm
be.
Seaside, 2 of 3.
It's me, it's me, it's me. But most important,
Nürburgring.
on the dance. Dance, 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 dance.
Yo, 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 yo. Okay. What are you playing right about now?
Oh, I'm doing Lego. I'm working on trophies.
Oh, okay, working on some trophies.
Oh yeah.
So what do you?
I've been
Yep.
wanting to check this game out because I want it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you now. Once you boot it up, you see those graphics. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised, man.
Oh yeah. Looking good so far on my screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for Paris, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I'm hoping that they don't show the 7 new games I'm hearing rumor they're gonna. I hope they're not VR games. And I'm hoping they drop
I don't
a
think
bomb.
so. I don't think so, man. It's Sony. Then that would be something Microsoft would do. They would show some small indie games. They would show, some VR stuff if it was Microsoft. But this is Sony. What I think Sony's going to do, right? They're going to take some of their heavy hitters from PSX and they're going to push it forward for Paris Week because the X is about to drop and they want to take some of that, take some of that momentum out of there, and because people have $500 in their pocket, they're gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make it a hard sell. So Sony, they know what they're doing.
Oh yeah. They do.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they surprise us though with a game. I'm hoping either they drop Spider-Man or God of War this like next month.
Yeah. See, here's the thing about it. Okay, they already gave time frames for those games. They're not gonna push any of those games up, but there are some games that they hadn't shown us. I think this is gonna be 7 brand new IPs. 7 brand new IPs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and that's going to counteract with the X, which is the biggest problem. Is there's just no new games.
That's my problem with Xbox right now. Xbox has, everybody's like they got games. Yeah, they got games, but they don't got games that appeal to me. And they're releasing this new hardware, but where's the big AAA to go with that hardware?
Yes.
Now they're the third-party box.
Yeah.
The third-party box.
That's like
what they are.
You're basically paying $500 for a half a console. If you're going to tell me I'm only going to be able to play, come on, you got to offer me more than that. Tell you the truth,
yeah.
I'd rather play exclusives than multiplats, only because I know I can get multiplats on any platform, any day, anytime.
Oh yeah, yep. And the Assassin's Creed looks just as good on Pro.
Yep. Yep.
And so does Wolfenstein. I mean, they might not have the textures the X has got, but you know what? I'm happy with the way it looks.
Yeah, and the thing about it is most people won't be able to tell anyway, and
Oh, I know. I seen that digital founder on the show, and I'm like, whoa! I don't pay attention to that. I'm fighting, and I'm not stopping to look at that stuff.
Zoom in 400%. You probably can tell the difference.
I'm not doing all that.
Yeah. think about it, man. It's a hard sell, man. $500, maybe 400, but $500, another $500 for a multi-platform box.
Yep.
Hard sell, bro. It's a hard sell. I'm getting one, but I get everything anyway, and so I'm not that kind of guy. If anything, it's just going to be a collector's item until, some games eventually release on it.
How would you feel? Because I've seen a lot of people talking like these groups. I don't know if you've in most of these groups. How would you feel if they released new hardware and they announced the PS5 coming out next year this time?
Oh, that'll be nuts. All I can say is that'll be nuts because nobody's expecting it. I mean, we're all looking for 2020 and 2019. But if they come out and say, "Hey, we got PS5. Let's take a gander. Let's see some games running on PS5." That's a wrap. Nobody's gonna buy the X.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's gonna buy the X. But see, here's the thing. I've always said Sony is not going to chase the loser. They're not gonna chase the guy in the back. They're gonna chase. They're gonna do things on their own terms, and that's the way it should be.
Yep.
I do not want Sony to start chasing Microsoft because that's dumb. Why would you? There's a reason they're last, and just keep giving people games, and people will come.
And that's what Sony's doing. If you really look at it as an Xbox guy, I sit here and I look at what Sony's doing and Microsoft's doing, and Sony's actually giving you, games that probably not a lot of people are interested in, but they're giving you a variety of games, man. You got RPGs, you got shooters, you got kid games, you got all kinds of games, man.
True.
And
True.
They gave you Knack too.
True.
They're just, and then you got your third party. With PlayStation, you got so much. Xbox, I'm not feeling it anymore like I used to.
Yeah.
I mean, Gears wasn't all that great. Halo, to me, it's fallen off because I didn't care for 4. 5, I played like an hour and a half of it. I'm like, I don't like this game. I set the controller down and said, I can't play this.
I thought I was the only one that did that.
Yeah, that's my wife. I set it down, man. I'm like, I can't play this. This game is trash. I'm like, and I'm a Halo fan. I loved 1, 2, and 3. Those were the amazing games.
Here's the thing. I became fatigued of Halo. That's what happened. I've been fatigued by it. I played it, obviously, the number 1, 2, 3, and then all the spin-offs, the collectors, the Master Chief Collection and all that. It's like, how many times am I going to play the same damn game? It's time for something new, man.
Oh, yeah. I was reading an article the other day, and it said Microsoft, it said Microsoft. They say story-related games are complicated to make. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, you got one of the biggest franchise stories, and you're telling me it's hard to do now? And that's Halo.
No, it's not hard to do. They're just not willing to hire the right people and invest the money. That's what it is. How can Sony do it right and Nintendo do it right, but Microsoft is saying, oh, they don't do so well, or they're not worth it, or whatever? It's like, obviously, people go out and buy Mario in droves. They go out and buy the Uncharted in droves, Zelda. All of these games are, bar none, the best money can buy. It gives you the best bang for the buck. They're highly, critically rated, so everyone brags about it. They're graphically demanding. They're graphical benchmarks. How can Microsoft say that they can't do it? That doesn't make any sense.
Yep. And one of the biggest games that you didn't announce that we got this year with Story Player was Horizon Zero Dawn. That game did so well, we're getting a second one.
A second one, yeah. Shit, they announced, I think, after the first week, getting a sequel. And see, one thing I like about Sony, they're not afraid. If a game fails the first time, they're not afraid to try again, I mean, think about it. We got Knack 2. Knack 2, bro.
I know.
We got Knack 2, and yet we can't get any sequel outside of the Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Yep.
Again, I'm glad that the hardware is coming, but the software has to catch up, man.
Yeah, that's the best thing about Microsoft right now. They have the hardware now. You know, this is a console I should have got day one in 2013. Not oh, let's just try to keep up with our competitor. They should have said, hell with what Sony's doing, let's do our own thing, and it gave me that console.
Yep.
So, and I tell people this, and they tell me I'm wrong. I think Microsoft has got this console future-proof. It could last 10 years. I guarantee. I know that people are like, oh, Microsoft said they'd never do the 360 cycle again.
Yeah.
But this console could last 10 years.
It could be.
Good.
Especially
it's a beast.
Here's the thing about it. Of course, it can do 10 years. All you're doing is put multiplats on it. They're not coming out. They're not coming out with any Uncharted's or Horizons or Zeldas or any of those other games. So I mean, they're giving you Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2. You know, they're giving you game, and those games aren't graphically demanding. And they gave them backwards compatibility. They're giving them OG Xbox games, stuff like that, you know. And it's like, I honestly believe all of that stuff is just filler for them not having any games. They're like, well, we'll give these guys old-ass things. That'll calm them down for a little while. And that'll buy us 2 years.
You know what I hope Sony does at Paris game? I hope they knock it out of the park. I hope they say, okay, we've watched you people on Xbox. We've watched you. So if backwards capability is what you want, to our Sony people that support us over the years, for $20 more than what you pay $60. For $20 more, that'd be $80 for a full year. We're throwing PlayStation Plus Now in. PlayStation Plus PlayStation Now, all for $80 a year.
I've always said that. I never understood that. Nobody's buying PlayStation Now. Go ahead and throw that, make that part of PSN.
Yep,
make it part of PlayStation Plus. At least people would give it a try. It'll get some utilization, and once you win the people over, then next gen with the PlayStation 5, then you can start charging. And once you've made it where everyone accepts it, but don't start off the gate with it, because it is an excuse for not having the traditional backwards compat. Now, I'm the wrong target for backwards compats. After I finish playing the games on the generation, I beat them. I'm never going back to those shits. Never. And if I want to, I'll plug in my old system. So I keep all my stuff. But I keep saying this. I don't want Sony to take their eyes off the prize and start focusing towards old stuff. They need to keep doing what they've been doing, and that's focusing forward, looking forward to new games and new items and stuff.
Not giving us OG Xbox One games.
Yes.
At least they're enhanced. That's good. The biggest thing that hit me was the Knights of the Republic. That is an amazing game.
Yes.
I love that game, but it's still old, you know. Even though it had its thing back then for me, I loved it. But I've moved on. I don't want to go back and play that game. I want a Knights of the Republic 3.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Why do you think it's so hard for Microsoft? How could they be caught off guard without having any games? Something, and I just keep going back to, I think they were going to pull the plug on Xbox, because think about it. They closed all of their studios pretty much. They canceled all of their games pretty much. They had basically nothing in the pipeline, and the games that are coming out next year should have been out 2 years ago. So it's like they canceled everything. They wind it down. Generally, when a video game company cancels something, there is something else in the pipeline. You know, Sony cancels studios all the time, but they're constantly creating new studios. So, you know, you don't have a bunch of backlash. You don't have a bunch of people crying and complaining. But Microsoft closed, and they never opened.
No, they didn't.
that led me to believe that they were gonna, close it down, and then at the last minute, maybe Nadala said, okay, we'll give this thing one last try. Here's the last $2 billion. And they just put it all on the hardware and said, we'll just make it multi-plat, see what it do, and if the people buy it, then we'll eventually invest in 2 to 3 years. Phil Spencer made that comment. Games are coming, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take 2 to 3 years. Those were his words, not mine.
Oh, yeah. That's what he said. I can't go off of what Phil says, though, a lot. I know it's a lot of, business talk is what he had to do, but, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, he says, think of it as every other deal. And then, they're starting to lose games. And I know they're old games, like that Max, The Curse of the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
But it's coming to PlayStation. But when Sony loses a game, no matter if it's old, medium, or new, the fanboys have to brag about it. They're like, ha, 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 you lost one. Yeah. But when we say, hey, you're losing something well, who cares? That's old. Nobody's playing that anymore.
Yeah.
But it's still the same thing. You losing games to Sony, just like Sony, and it ain't really lose. I wish games were on all platforms and let the people choose what they want to play it on.
True.
That's the way it should be. It should be on all platforms and let the people choose what they want to play it. I'm an Xbox guy, but I tell you what, this PS4 controller, even though the battery sucks, it's the best controller I've had on Sony's side for a long time. I love this controller.
Yeah. I agree,
PS3 controller, the PS3 controller wasn't all that great. PS2 was okay, but this controller, they made those them sticks a little longer out. Where you put your hands, and it's a nice controller. I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping Sony tomorrow knocks it out of the park. They give us something for something. They do something. They're going to have to do something. I don't know if you've seen the rumors and some of the ads, but PlayStation is going to go down to $199.
Wow, PlayStation going down to $199. That would be a wrap. That's what they need. And you think they're going to pull the Pro down to $349, or you think they're going to go ahead and knock it out the park with $300?
I don't know, but Xbox, the 500 gig, it's the Xbox One S, 500 gig is going to be $189. So for $10 more, you can get a 1 terabyte Slim.
Yeah, here's the thing. Nobody's going to choose a Xbox Slim over a PlayStation at the same price. People will go with the PlayStation Slim every time. Those are just the facts.
See, and what you just said, I tell people this.
Yeah.
I want you to think, what has been winning the NPDs? I don't care about NPDs. It's only for the investors. But what has been winning the NPDs?
Yeah.
The PlayStation Slim and the Nintendo Switch. Those are the two weakest consoles. Everybody thinks power is going to sell. Yeah. If power is what all people cared about, the Pro would be winning the NPDs every month, and it's not.
True.
I mean, it's probably in the mix and helping it, but it's the Slim and that everybody thinks once the X comes out the 7th, which I'm not doubting it. I hope it does good. I don't want it to fail. I don't see it selling a lot. I'm seeing this holiday PlayStation and Nintendo having. I really see Nintendo having it because you have Mario that just dropped, and you have a bunch of other games. And these parents, they're going to go for the cheapest console.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So if they could buy, if their son wants a PlayStation, they're like, Mom, I want a PlayStation. They're going to go for that $199 PlayStation.
I agree. I definitely agree.
The only thing with Nintendo, they never drop it. That console, that Switch, will stay $300 the whole life cycle until the next one comes out.
One thing, Nintendo, they have standards. And their their standards are, we made this product, it's a premium product, we stand by it, we give you the software, we give you everything that you need. We don't want to cut anything because this, and that's just Nintendo stuff,
Oh, yeah. Nintendo's a great console, man. They stay in their lane, and they don't try to keep up and compete with Microsoft and Sony.
Not
they
at
do
all.
their own thing, and that's what I love about them.
Yep. But you just made a great valid point. If Sony man, I was just thinking about it. If Sony comes up with $199, that Slim is already selling like hotcakes. It's going to sell even more
at $199.
Yep. And for the Pro, dropping that puppy down $50. But if they want to go for the Juggernaut,
I do $250.
Drop the Pro down to $300. That'll make the Pro $200 cheaper. That would be nuts. Nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody's gonna buy the X.
Why don't they drop it a little cheaper? Why don't they do $260, $275?
Nah, because here's the thing. There is a such thing, and you know, with being in the certain position I'm in, you know, on my job. There is a detriment to going too cheap, and it's not about profits. People subconsciously, we associate price with value. Like the new iPhone X, right, which I pre-ordered, is $1,000 minimum. People are like, yeah, this is one of the best phones ever. This thing is going to be great. But if Apple came out and charged $500 for that phone, nobody would be interested in it, because it wouldn't be like a premium. It has to have, people buy it for exclusivity. And see, with Microsoft, right, throwing in TVs, throwing in the kitchen sink and all that stuff, that was the detriment. Yeah, it's a great deal for Xbox gamers, but again, most people looked at it negatively, like it's cheap, it's dirt cheap, you're trying to give it away, it must be no good. And that's basically what happened.
Yeah. And see, you made a point there. The more money it is, people think they're getting value. Well, this is what I think Microsoft should have did. They say it's a premium product. For $500, you're getting a premium product. If I'm getting a premium product, how come they didn't at least try to put a 2 terabyte to 3 terabyte hard drive in there and give me the Elite controller? The Elite controller should have been with the premium
That should have been with
product.
that. True.
Yep, because it's a premium controller with a premium product. You know, they're giving me the hardware, give me the controller to go with that hardware, and they didn't.
Well, just like Thomas, shout out to Thomas Hand. He just said, man,
I see that.
With that cost, you can get you a Switch and a PlayStation, and still have money left over for games. Right now, Microsoft needs to be worried about Nintendo, not Sony. Sony is too late; they're too far ahead.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing they can do to recover this generation.
I don't know, but fanboys would argue with you on that. They think console wars back on, X has come out, they're going to dominate and take over the sales.
Oh, guys, guys have already said, yeah, we won, it's over, we have the most powerful console. But it's like, wait, Sony's had the most powerful console for the last 4 years, and you never once said it was over, even after they won all those NPDs. I mean, this generation, Microsoft, Xbox has only won like what, 4 or 5 NPDs out of 4 years?
I think it's between 5 and 9. I know PlayStation's, I think, 24 or 30 wins. Now, I don't know about the UK. I have to ask my friend.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but let's just say in the US, because the US is Microsoft's territory. That's their.
Oh yeah, they lost.
Yeah,
they lost. Like I think it was 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Sony won like majority of all between that.
Yep.
But I'm excited. I'm pumped. I hope Sony knocks it out of the park. I hope they give us. And you know what? I hope they bring some franchises back. I want Getaway. I don't know if you remember the Getaway.
Yes.
I also heard rumors that Legend of Kain might be in the works again.
Like a Soul Reaver 2? Like a Soul Reaver 2 or something like that?
I don't know if it's a Soul Reaver 2 or what it is. They just said Legend of Kain.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. It's going to be 7 new IPs. Brand new. So Microsoft doesn't even have 7 IPs in their whole stable.
Oh yeah, they just got indies.
That include the God of Wars, Detroit Become Human, Spider-Man, and all the games.
See, and you just said it again. Look at that. What you just said. Look at all. Aren't those all single player? God of War, Detroit All Human, Days Gone. Shoot, there's so many. Last of Us.
The Last of Us,
2, Death Stranding. Those are all single-player games. And they say single player is dead.
Yep. That's what they said, man. It's nuts.
But Sony, it is nuts. Sony still holds it down, man. They're still holding it down with a single player, and they're holding it down with a multiplayer.
Yeah.
And they're getting us marketing deals. You know, I love the marketing deals. And then you got the RPGs. You know what? I don't care who gets it at this point. I want Lost Odyssey 2. I want a Lost Odyssey 2 and a Blue Dragon 2.
What about a Bloodborne 2? What about a Bloodborne 2?
I got Bloodborne. I've never played it. I got it. I do own it. I just have not. Yeah. But Bloodborne 2 for the fans that have played it,
guys
deserve it.
Yeah, I just know a lot of guys are asking for that game.
Oh yeah. But that's not really new. The way I'm taking it is 7 new ones. There's nothing we've ever heard of. It's just completely new stuff. Yeah. Bloodborne, we've already been there, done that. We heard of it. And if there's a Bloodborne 2, great.
True.
You know, it'd be nice. I know it's a game that's already out there. If they swoop up Witcher 4, or they swoop in and get the rights to Darksiders 3 and 4, because those games has got a following.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Just by default, I think Sony, because they have the largest install base and they're developer friendly, just by default, I mean, even if it's not exclusive, as long as they have the deal, I think, I think it would be cool.
Looking good. You just look where Sony's at, man. You just look at the games we just named. They were exclusive.
Yeah.
What's Microsoft got coming out besides Sea of Thieves next year and Crackdown that's exclusive? Now next year we might get Death Stranding. We might get Last of Us 2, God of War. Let's see, what other games? You know, Spider-Man. Let's see, Spider-Man. Man, it's a list. Detroit Human. Those games are coming out next year. We know this. If they're not coming out next year, it'll be next year in 2019. But we know we're getting them. And then these 7 new games, if they're coming out next year or the year after that, we know we're getting them. Microsoft, you don't know what you're getting. E3, like I tell people, I felt like I was at a Sesame Street convention. They didn't show me nothing that could appeal. But Sony, oh yeah, Ni no Kuni 2. Yep, I forgot about that. My wife's wanting that game.
I'm gonna get it day one. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, bro. Nintendo is in the mix now. They don't have to worry about Sony. It's like they're only looking at Sony, but Sony's too far ahead. Sony won already. Nintendo's coming up. Nintendo, the Switch has been out since March. We'll just call it 8 months. It's already sitting at 10 million.
Exactly.
And that's just before Mario dropped. Now Mario dropped. I mean, this holiday, that thing is going to sell at least another 5-6 million, as long as they have the stock. If they have the stock, that'll be 15 million. That'll be half of the install base of what Microsoft did in 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, Microsoft's only, at 30 mil?
Yeah. Yep.
So, and that's bad.
And that is.
That's bad.
For 4 years, man.
Let me ask you a question. I was in the comment section. I told somebody this. He posted he was happy to be an Xbox fan. I said, well, I'm an Xbox guy too. And he posted all 3 of the consoles. And I said, so you enjoyed buying 3 consoles this generation from 2013 to now. They had a weak console, which was the Xbox One. They had a console that was medium grade, which was the S. And then they have a powerhouse. I said, Sony didn't do that to us. The vanilla and the slim are basically the same amount of power.
Yeah, they just wanted to.
The only thing they did was a pro.
Yeah.
So for Xbox people, they had to buy 3 consoles to make themselves happy.
Yep. The three consoles were to try to come back, and none of them worked. None of it worked.
No. Well, the powerhouse might. The X might be their savior to get them back to make the investors happy.
Yeah.
But as for Sony, they gave you a Slim. The Slim is the same as the Pro. It's just little, or not the Pro.
Yeah, they just
vanilla.
The vanilla. Yeah, they just changed the case.
Yep.
That's
you
it.
get only 2 consoles on Sony's side. You just got the Slim, and then if you could find the old one, and then you got the Pro. So you got a one that's powerful, and then you got a real powerful one, the 4.2, which is the Pro. So
True.
Microsoft gave you 3 consoles. They gave you a weak console, a powerful console, and then a powerhouse, because they had to knock it out of the park because of the power talk. Everybody's like, oh, the Pro's amazing. So they had to do something better and step it up.
Yep.
And that's why I tell people, everybody's like, well, now Microsoft is going to make Sony step up. Well, Sony steps up, then everybody's like, well, then after Sony steps up, Microsoft could come out and kill it again.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They're fighting the wrong war. They're bringing hardware to a software fight. You're bringing hardware to a software fight.
Oh yeah.
Gamers are asking for the games. Where are your games?
Yep. That's what we want. We don't want backwards capability. I mean, some people might. You get this. Microsoft trying to get you to sell your 360 so you can buy an Xbox One to still play 360.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And OG. I'm not a big fan. I've played the Xbox 360 the last 15 years. Why
I loved it.
On God's green earth would I buy the OG Xbox One, turn around, buy the Xbox One S, and then turn around again?
Yep.
And buy the X?
Yep, that's why I did it.
You might as well say all of them cost $500.
Well, I spent, and this is the big kicker I love, okay? Back when the Xbox One originally released, they said they'll never separate the Kinect from it.
Yep. They said it couldn't be done.
Yep. They did it, and now they're killing the manufacturer of the Kinect. Kinect's no longer, it's dead. They're not going to make it anymore. And that's the funny thing. They said they would never. And Phil Spencer, that's why I can't believe Phil anymore, because Phil Spencer said, gamers love the Kinect. I got articles I could show that. He says gamers love Kinect.
Yeah.
So he was supporting
even though no
it.
games came out for it.
Exactly. So, but I think the S wasn't, I think now Donnie's out of there, and now it's all Phil. I think this is Phil's box. I think it's going to be all.
Here's the thing about it, man. Is it enough?
I don't know. Microsoft's going to have to step up, man. And like you said, they have the hardware, now they need the software, and they don't really have software to appeal to everybody. They just got it to appeal to certain people. And the only people that's really going to support a lot of their software is the fanboys that just got to take everything,
Yeah.
Just, I buy this. Even though it sucks, I just buy it to support Microsoft. I don't do that. I buy stuff that I like. I'm a consumer,
Yes.
Even if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't just be buying up everything I could just because it's Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
I'm a consumer, and I'm a gamer. I love my PlayStation Pro, and it's a very awesome console. The X is going to be an amazing console. I'll end up getting 2 Switches eventually for me and my wife. So...
I got an X coming, man. I got the Scorpio coming, because I buy everything, collector.
Oh yeah.
But that thing, I don't see me playing anything on it. I was going to wait and get the Assassin's Creed for it. At least I'll have something to play on it. But yeah. I'm not a waiter. I'm not one of those guys that just waits.
Nah. When it comes out, I gotta play it then. I gotta enjoy it. That's like I got a backlog, man. I can't even go back to it. I got The Witcher and I got Dragon Age that I want to go back and play, but I just can't do it. I just, you know, it's just games keep coming out, and I keep trying to stay with it and move forward. And then, you know, I'm a trophy hunter, achievement hunter, and I try to go back and mop up the games I get from GameFly.
Exactly.
So it's just like, you know, I keep going with it. And like, people are like, why do you do GameFly? You know, I've had people tell me I'm a cheaphead. Well, I bought Mafia. I was disappointed in Mafia. That was a glitchy and buggy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
say
then I
the
bought
truth, that's
Star
smart.
Ocean.
Say the truth, that's smart.
It is. And Star Ocean, I was basing it off the name. I'm like, yo, Star Ocean is going to, you know, this game can't let me down. This game is going to bump. Boom. It let me down. I bought it. So now it's just like, okay, I'm going to rent these games, and if I like it, then I'll purchase it.
Yeah.
But the games I definitely know I want, I'll buy. But the games I'm unsure of, like, when I get my X, I'm going to rent Quantum Break. And, you know, I haven't played it. That's what I'm saying. I got a library I can go back to. I haven't, because my Xbox broke in like two years ago. I haven't played Recore. I haven't played Quantum Break. I haven't played Gears 4. I haven't played Halo Wars.
Unfortunately, you know what? You didn't miss out on anything, because even the diehard Xbox guys didn't buy. So
I know. So that's why I'm telling people, you know, I might wait till next year to see if they do a price drop, because me buying it right now, I'd be buying it for old games.
Yeah.
You know, nothing future-wise. And the, you know, Crackdown, I don't know, man. Crackdown 2 wasn't all that great. I love the Crackdown franchise, but 2 wasn't all that great.
I'm going to tell you this, man. What we saw at E3 and Gamescom, and it wouldn't shock me if Crackdown got canceled.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just being honest.
Yep, they keep, I guarantee they say, what, April, May, next year's coming out. It's going to be pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. If it comes out, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And you know what I want? So Microsoft says they got the most powerful console in the world. That's what their statement is. World's most powerful console, right?
Yep.
Okay, you got the world's most powerful console. Give me freaking Scalebound now. Scalebound should run on that bad boy smoothly.
It should, but they canceled the game. You're not getting. Yep. Unfortunately, you're not getting.
Oh, I agree with this dude in the chat. That Loft. Yeah, she does need to go.
Shannon
She's
Loftus.
The worst thing for them.
Shannon Loftus. Oh man, the lady is so out of touch.
They should hire somebody that's a gamer that you know gets out here and gets on Twitter and talks to the gamers and says, okay, what would you like us to see us do? Like I you know, I'm not a big fan of Crap Gamer, you know, but the one thing he's doing that I have to agree with is he's got a thing going trying to get Sunset Overdrive 2 published by Microsoft so they can get a part 2.
But see, here's the thing about it though. And here's my logic. If you didn't buy the first one, why should Microsoft create a number 2?
Yeah,
this whole generation, you have no sequels to games because you didn't buy the first one.
Microsoft sells on everything's down. Even Ubisoft. Ubisoft says all their stuff sells better on PlayStation.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. I mean, obviously you have a large install base, but it shows you one side is really the gamers. The other ones are more, what would you call them? Console guys? They're just in it to try to get some W's. That's all.
Oh yeah. Yep. Man, it just, as a consumer, it's a great time for me. The Pro rocks. The X is going to, you know, when they get hard software to go with it, it's going to rock. Because, like I tell people don't understand this. Me and my wife both game. She don't like Xbox. She loved the 360, but she hates the Xbox One. She hates the dashboard. She hates the setup. Just the way you get into games, the party, the controller. She don't even like the way the controller feels.
Well, she's not the only one. I mean, obviously, all the Xbox guys felt that way this generation.
Yeah, she's always loved Sony. Like, she told me, she would have never got an Xbox for her birthday if it wasn't for the fact that the Sony was $600.
Yeah.
She would have got a PlayStation 3 over a 360 any day.
Yeah.
But she just wanted a game, and her dad said, "What do you want?" And he says, "I can't afford that. I'll get you this."
Yeah.
So,
well, smart decision. I'm not going to lie. Xbox 360 was the better console last year.
Oh, yeah.
That's just kind of what it is. But, at the same time, I applaud Sony for coming back. They could have gave up, but they didn't. They stuck with it, and they were able to reel it back and win. And Microsoft, I keep saying, well, why don't Microsoft do that? But Microsoft just don't have it in them, man.
Sony bounced off everything 360 did, and they made it great. And then, not just that, we're not going to say they went and got the party chat from 360 and did a lot of stuff Microsoft did. Let's just point it out this way. It's like having a PS2 all over again. You just don't have, well, we're going to have party chat, we're going to add this, we're going to make this bad boy. We're going to give you games like we did on the PS2 era. That's why this is a badass console again. They're giving us games, and there's just so much, man. I ain't even got words to put it into just what they're doing for us.
I hear you, man. This year was a defining year in gaming. 2017, Nintendo and Sony killed it.
Yep.
They killed it this generation.
And I can't wait, to see tomorrow, man. I'm hoping, they could just steal. I don't want them to steal, it's too bad, but I want them to get out here. Yeah, I was reading the comment. I hope they knock it out of the park with the 7 games, and just, let us know when I don't know if it's an update or what it is, but did you hear about the VR? It's supposed to get HDR in it?
No, well, so here's the thing. That's a misconception. It's not HDR in it. It's just a pass-through. Because right now with PSVR, right? I have my PSVR hooked up to my HDR TV. So when I have it connected, I have to take it apart. I have to disconnect the PSVR in order to watch HDR movies because it doesn't pass that signal through.
Oh,
so the new one has the software and the hardware in it where it allows the HDR to be able to pass through to your television, so you won't have to disconnect it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hell.
That's why.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen, but just the headset alone here recently was $225.
Yes. That was the perfect time to buy for the guys who've been complaining that VR is, PlayStation VR is expensive and yada, yada, yada. And, well, now,
it'd have been perfect for me. I already got a camera. I got a Sony headset. That's what I'm talking to you on now.
Okay.
Oh, you won't believe this, dude. I haven't talked to you for a while. I got the Sony Gold headset on right now, okay? The guy gave me the receipt and everything. I bought this headset for $40.
Wow, $40, and it's only like $150, right?
Yeah, the guy that had it bought him a PlayStation. He sold his PlayStation because he just said that he just got rid of it, and he showed me the receipt. This headset's only 2 months old. Man,
you got a great deal.
Oh yeah, there was only one wire missing in it. The wire where you can hook it into your iPad and listen to music.
Which you don't use that anyway.
Nope. And besides, like I said, I could buy one of those or just go get my wife's because my wife has the same headset. I bought her one. So I tried to get an Uncharted one. This guy was selling an Uncharted bundle. He had the Uncharted PlayStation and the Uncharted. I offered him good money for it. And he said, nah, he wants to sell it all as one. He's asking $700 for it.
Jeez.
If I can find it, I'll send it to you. It's, the Facebook, the people that post stuff on Facebook trying to sell. It's one of those dudes. $700 for the whole thing. He had. I was like, wow. I know why he's trying to sell it like that. He's probably trying to get him enough money to get an X.
I'm sure.
But there's no way in hell I was paying that.
Shit. Yeah, you got a great deal, man.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping they knock it out of the park though. I want I can't think of what games, you know. I'm hoping just they're amazing. That's all I can hope, because I just can't think. I hope they don't recap on stuff we already know about. Yeah. Or if they do, I hope they give release dates for it. They're like, okay, here's the date, and then let's just move on and get to the thing. So, but I tell people all that all the time. When I watched E3, I felt like Microsoft showed me Sesame Street convention. It was shit that I didn't care about. Yeah. When I seen Sony, they didn't talk. They just showed games. I'm like, this makes me feel like this is a grown man's console.
Yeah. Sean Layton said, he was like, hey, you guys don't want to hear me. I just want to take a look at the games. That's what you're here for. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's perfect. Get out of the way. Show me the games. Yep. Let me see what my investment is for.
That's what we all are. We're investors. We're consumers that buy these products.
Yeah.
And, I'm not supporting a product if they're not delivering the software to go with the hardware.
Yep.
I can't do it. So, I was going to get an X on day one, but I'm thinking about holding off and seeing what they're going to show me, next year. See if there's a price drop on it. Or I might just say, hell with it, going to get one, because I've been without my Xbox for 2 years, dude. Well, I skipped out on the S.
Here's the thing, right? The OG Xbox One had a price drop 6 months after being on the market.
Oh yeah.
It would probably be safe for anybody to wait at least 6 months, especially since they don't have any games anyway. This guy.
Oh yeah. Oh no, man, they got Tomb Raider. It's making it 4K. All the textures are just amazing. Oh, we got Shadow of Mordor. It's like, okay, you're the third party box now, huh?
Yep.
And you have nothing that makes that console unique to itself like it used to be.
And you know what? They're content with that. They're content with it being a multi-plat only box because the fan base allowed them to do that. There was nobody arguing and fighting and yelling at them, no, we won't let you off the hook. We want exclusives, See, Microsoft, they've tried little by little. They've tried little things to test the waters and to see would the fan base be mad, and they weren't mad. So now Microsoft said, fuck it.
Yep. And that's the thing. Everybody talks about this crossplay, like, oh, Sony's the bad guy. Let me tell you something. I know it's an old game.
Guy's a horrible driver. Fuck, yeah. He's all over the place, man. His driver rating sucks.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, that's cool. You know that game Defiance on PS3 and Xbox?
Yes.
Okay. That game, Sony approached Microsoft and said, let's do crossplay. Microsoft said, no, there's security risks, there's this, there's that. Go Google that shit.
Yeah.
Sony tried to do crossplay first.
Last generation Microsoft said no.
Yeah, Microsoft, get the fuck out of our office. We don't want you in our office. This is crazy. And Microsoft never wanted to crossplay with PC, but now since Microsoft, the holy grail of all holy grails, decides, hey, let's do crossplay. Oh, let's just do it with everybody. This is great. And they act like Microsoft created it.
Yep.
Sony was playing with people back on P3. I was playing Final Fantasy 14 with PC people.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so Sony actually did a lot of shit with PC first, but nobody wants to. They just want to make it like, oh, Xbox invented it. Xbox did this. Xbox is the inventor of everything. And nobody can do what Godbox does. And that's why I have to step away from Xbox sometimes and be like, yo, your community ain't all that great.
Yeah.
Y'all act like you're the greatest and the greatest. I've met some weirdos on Xbox Live, and they're hardcore Xbox fans. I've met people that I don't even want to say on your broadcast because, you know, it's crazy. There was one guy, his mom even proved to me that he was this. and put it this way, he's like, I think he's 21, and the thing he did it to was a 3-year-old little girl. That's all I should say to you.
Yeah. Weirdos, but anyway, man. Here's the thing. All right.
Yeah.
The Xbox guys, they have to call these guys out on the BS because it's making everybody look nuts.
Oh, it is. I'll tell you what, man. Since my wife, she met some weirdos. She's had nothing but drama on Xbox. She's on PlayStation, smooth selling, man.
Yep.
Let's see, what's this? Phil Spencer pushed the crossplay like.
This guy behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, Phil did, man. But you can't believe what Phil says anymore. I mean, he tells us this and you know what? Where's our promise for Street Fighter? He said, listen, I'll make up for Street Fighter. Has he made up for Street Fighter yet?
Nope. We're still waiting.
Exactly. And you know, has he made up for the mistake? Because I don't remember, but after Tomb Raider was released and it's coming out for PlayStation and it was early, didn't he say, hey, I'll make up for that? I'm sorry.
Yep.
He's got a lot of making up to do. You can't just give me hardware and expect everything to be fine.
Yep. Sorry, man. I'm going on a little rant right here.
Oh, no. You go on and do what you got to do. Yeah. He does want to push Killer Instinct. He has lied to us. He said, okay, you know, Rise and Dead Rising 3 was exclusive to that console, besides, you know, going to Steam or PC. You know, it wasn't on the rival platform. But he kept saying that, you know. He said, think of it as the Rise and Rise. And then he said, this is the key thing that made me mad. And I know everybody's like, oh, you're lingering on this. He said, why would we pay for an IP to put it on the rival platform? That was the key thing to say it was exclusive.
Yeah.
And it still came over. And I knew it would because if you watch the stage, it said holiday exclusive. It did not say exclusive. It just said holiday. That means that holiday it would be out on Xbox.
Here's the thing. Okay, there is no, for Microsoft, there is no such thing as exclusive anymore.
Oh, we
just need
they can't hold nothing down.
Yeah, we just need to stop with all the questioning them. Of course it's not exclusive. They have no exclusives anymore.
Yep. Even everybody. Oh, my God. All YouTubers and a lot of people on Twitter thought PUBG was exclusive because Microsoft's publishing it.
Yeah. Sony already in talks with bringing it. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, it ain't coming out until 2019, 2020. First, it's in the beta form, and then it's got to be released fully, a full release before it hits Sony. Yeah. Well, you know what? By that time, nobody's going to play it. Everybody's got that Fortnite. And then half the modes during that PUBG is going to be in Ghost Recon. It's going to be in so many other games.
Yeah.
So, who's really going to play it? You know, people's going to move on by then because there's going to be other games out.
True.
Talk about other games. I'm getting Far Cry 5 next year. Ni no Kuni 2. Let's see. I'm also going to pick up Red Dead. Picking up Ni no Kuni 2. Let's see. You got Red Dead, Far Cry. Whatever else they got coming out next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you there. They do need to give up on Japan. I don't care if they do got the powerhouse. To be honest, I think about it. I think Microsoft made that powerhouse for Japan because Japan likes technology, and I think they did it to impress them.
Yeah.
And it ain't going to do good over there. If it does, it'd be a miracle.
It's about the base. The base is just not there. The base here in America and in the UK, I mean, they laugh at the Japanese game and culture and everything. So those guys don't deserve that. Sure, you have some people that want it and they like it, but I mean, let's just face facts. Do you think Phil Spencer is gonna spend his bread and butter on that? Knowing, I mean, he knows Phil Spencer knows his base more than anybody. He's had to deal with him for forever. So.
Mhm. Yep. And you know what? I think Microsoft on that end, they're in a budget. Yep. You know, everybody's like, be the behemoth you are. Take those billions and just go out and lock games down and do this. Microsoft can't do that. They're probably on a budget. You know, the game division and all that, they probably say, okay, we're going to give you $25 million, and that's your budget for this whole year.
Yep.
So they got to spend it wisely.
Well, that's the reason they won't open any studios, because they're going to have to pay salaries. They're going to have to pay rent. Mm-hmm. They'd rather just pay somebody to just make some games for them. Everybody's hyping up Metro, the new Metro game, and Anthem, which all of that stuff is coming on all the platforms anyway. Yeah, so you can't hype up something that everybody's going to get. You didn't create that, you know?
Uh-huh. And you know, EA got rid of the people of Dead Space. It'd be nice if Sony steps in and picks up that company and keeps continuing the Dead Space franchise. That will put the horror franchise back on Sony.
You know what? Perfect example. If Microsoft was serious about the Xbox, they 3D Idols, the company that made Hitman. They would have got them. They would have bought Capcom.
Oh yeah.
Capcom's up for sale, but they're not serious about it. They just want to prolong. They just want to prolong the inevitable, you know.
Oh hell! If they could buy Capcom and all its IPs, they would have the greatest lineup on Xbox. Just Capcom games.
Exactly.
Resident Evil.
Yep.
And you know, and then I don't know how the Street Fighter deal would go with Sony. I mean, I guess it'd stay in place because Microsoft's about money and business.
Well, Street Fighter, think about it. The only thing exclusive to Sony is Street Fighter 5. No other Street Fighter.
Yep. But there is a game that we haven't heard about it lately, and I'm hoping we hear something about it soon. That it was supposed to be the makeup. Sony did make it up to us for Dead Rising 3. The game was called Deep Down.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting for that one. I didn't know if they were going to cancel that game or what, because it's one of those games that they, I mean, it's been a nightmare.
Yep.
But
it has.
We'll see. They said they didn't cancel the game, but it went from a free to play to a full blown, you know, title, and you just haven't heard anything else from it.
Yep. I'm just sad that Scalebound looked really good, and we'll never get to enjoy the art style, the gameplay, or nothing.
True.
Unless somebody can buy it, change the name, and make it something else. Or, you know, basically give us the same game, but just change the name of it.
Well, it's just very fishy with that game, right? This was their biggest game on their console that wasn't Halo, Gears, and Forza. Their biggest game.
Oh, yeah.
Even PlayStation guys was looking forward to it. For them to cancel that game after spending all that money? I don't know, bro. That was a big screw up to me. Even if the game was mediocre, they could have at least got some money back instead of zero. When you cancel a game, you get $0. Zero. I'm not saying put a shitty game out, but my God, that game couldn't have been worse than Voodoo Vince. It couldn't have been worse than some of the other shit they put out.
Oh. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Voodoo Vince. It's sitting here thinking, well, that's your favorite game, but to be honest, when I played console, I had certain games that I liked. Like back in the Super, man, I played Art of Fighting, Street Fighter. You know, I played a lot of the fighting games back then.
Yep.
So there's games I play now. To be honest, there's some games now that I play that I would never, like Little Big Planet. I would have never played that. I'd have never played that in my life, but my wife's into games like that, so.
I hear you.
You know? PlayStation buys Capcom. Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, it just makes sense because they're one of the only companies that'll do it right. Nintendo would do it right.
Yeah.
Microsoft would cancel the IPs.
Yeah, they would. But the thing is, I don't know if they would because they had shares in Square Enix and they got rid of those shares.
Yep.
So, you imagine that though, if Sony did say, okay, let's squash the competition right now.
Yes.
They bought Square Enix and Capcom.
What if Sony, right? What if this event tomorrow, 7 games, all of them with Capcom and Square Enix?
Yep.
Due to some new deal that they have. But we do have to squash our expectation because we do know that PSX is their biggest event of the year, not Paris Games
When
Week.
is that?
December the 3rd and the 4th. I'll be there. Hey, I got my wife coming with me this year. No. Nope. It's in Anaheim.
Anaheim, all right. Yeah, you better get your video, man. Take your cell phone, get it up live. Let's see it.
I have my GoPros, man. I got my 2 small GoPro cameras.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna have to see that, man. Cause
definitely.
You know, like I tell people, they're like Microsoft come out with the hardware, 1-2 punch, done.
Yeah.
Sony ain't laying down. They got stuff, and if they drop, I don't think they're gonna drop the ball. I don't think that because they're a big company.
Yep.
They're even saying right now they never thought in a million years they would do this, but they're making money off the PlayStation right now. The PS4 brought them back.
Yeah.
They never thought it would happen. It's a phenomenon. They're like, wow, what the hell did we do this time?
Mm-hmm.
So that gave them hope. So they're like, okay, let's sink all of our money in the PlayStation division. Let's get some marketing deals. Let's do something here.
Yep.
In a million years, I'll tell you the truth. In a million years, I never thought Microsoft would have gave up the Call of Duty deal. In a million years.
Here's the thing. I don't think they gave it up. I think what happened was the deal stopped coming to them. The guys Microsoft went to write the check. Call of Duty guys were like, you're missing a zero. You know, it's worth more now. You know, it's Call of Duty.
But I haven't been in Call of Duty forever, but I am going to get back into it with this new game, because this new game looks interesting. I lost interest. I think Call of Duty 2, 3, and 4 was the best, and after that I quit playing Call of Duties. And then the new one that got coming out, I think I'm going to play it. I like it. It looks good. And that's like people ask me, you know, my favorite car franchise is not the one you're playing. And it's not the Motorsport series. And it's not even Horizon. I like Test Drive Unlimited.
Oh, Test Drive, yeah. I used to love the Test Drive series. That series, Unlimited, that franchise is old.
Yeah, and Need for Speed.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Need for Speed Need for Speed has been a shell of itself, man.
Oh, yeah.
EA
this new one's good.
I'm going to tell you now, it's shit. They need to stop. No, but I mean, if it's anything, the last one was a story-based game. It sucked. The one before that, was it Outrun or something like that, or some kind of midnight run? That sucked. Yeah. Stop with the story-driven ones, you know.
Yeah. What was the best? I think it was Most Wanted. That was a
Most Wanted and Need for Speed Underground. Those in Most Wanted and Underground were some of the best.
Yep.
Now back in the day, you had Need for Speed 1, 2, and Porsche Unleashed. Those were the greatest Need for Speeds of my childhood. You know.
Oh yeah, and then like you said, Underground.
Yep.
What was that Underground?
Oh man, when
1 and 2.
1 and 2, yeah. That's when you had the car customization, the music. You could put neon lights, you could put speakers. Dude, that was I mean, that's when EA was firing on all cylinders before they became.
Night, bro.
You know,
that guy's leaving.
Who's leaving?
Thomas.
All right, Thomas. Thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. I'll talk to you later, man. Talk to you later.
2 was the best. Oh, yeah, and the drifting in that, man. Ooh, you could drift. I liked Carbon, too. Carbon was pretty good. I liked the drifting.
Carbon was okay, but it didn't do good in the ratings. A lot of people didn't. No. You know, it was something new that EA was trying. Man, what do you think about Mass Effect? Going down the drain.
I beat it. Yeah, I played the majority of it, but yeah, just yeah, it's crazy. It ain't the greatest.
Yeah, but it didn't have to be. It's just the game was dead before it even came out because of those early copies they got before it was the pre-patch.
Oh yeah.
So do you think? I think from that point of view, I started looking differently at early review copies because you know, if the game is not patched, because I bought it day one, no issues, none whatsoever, all the way to the end of the game. But here's the thing. It was too late. Like nobody cared. That bad review initially, that was all it took for that game. Yep. That was all it took for that game to become history.
Yep. That's the thing. I don't go off of reviews. I don't go by Metacritic or off of. If the game looks interesting to me, I buy it. Like a lot of people's like, you know, Cuphead I think got high reviews. But that game don't look interesting to me. It does not interest me. Sea of Thieves does not interest me.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I was not interested in Sea of Thieves at all, right? And then the more I seen Phil Spencer play, the more interesting it got to me. And then so I said, you know what? That's going to be a day one buy for me when it comes out.
Yeah. I had a friend that was in the beta. And he said it was boring. He said if you don't get a good team to work with you on the boat, and
if you don't play the game right, and see, that's the thing about it is it's going to require playing it how those guys were playing it. How many guys play? How many guys you know play games like they play?
Not many.
Exactly.
If I was to get on the game, I wouldn't have nobody to, you know, if I got on it, I'd be like, listen, we got to work together. We need teamwork. This is online. There might be another crew we run into that is doing teamwork.
Yep.
I remember Ghost Recon back on my 360 days, man. I had a crew. I'm on you 6. I'm on you 6. Okay, I'm behind you. I'm in front of you. I'm over on the left, behind the building. Man, Ghost Recon, Advanced Warfighter 3, man, that game was hot. I don't know if you were in that on 360, but that game was hot, dude.
SOCOM too, man. SOCOM was that type of game too. You needed your friends. If one of them failed, man, like you all died. But there's so many, I guess. I don't know, man. Gaming is just different these days. You have to have like. Your homies, you have to have them, and they have to be serious about it. Yeah, because I know Valve won't do this, but Microsoft, you know what? You want to talk about hardware they need to get back? They need to get Half-Life 3 and Left 4 Dead 3 and 4 locked down, and actually get these on consoles. But Valve is so worried about doing what they're doing, they ain't wanting to make games no more. So I think somebody should buy those IPs. And, you know, try to see what the story was going to be and get them out there. Because that would sell Microsoft. Left 4 Dead were popular, very popular. Half-Life 3 would be popular.
You know, Microsoft needs to listen to the people what they want and actually get out here and get it. Just hopefully they support it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Microsoft has been trying, right? It's not for lack of effort. They've had games this generation. The guys just didn't buy it. Look at Forza 7, their main stable franchise.
I know. This game has less cars. The game you're playing has less cars. Doesn't have the weather effects.
Yes.
And it outsold it in Japan and UK.
Yes.
That's the #1 selling game.
About 3 times as much. About 3
I just
times
hate to see
as
what
much.
it did in the US. And we need to see digital sales.
Yeah. People,
I posted in my group. I think motorsport's a dying franchise.
Of course, I think so too.
I think it's just
the Horizons,
rinse and repeat.
The Horizons are good. But other than that, man.
Yep. I think those Frozos are just rinse and repeat. The Motorsport series, rinse and repeat. Just, well, we'll add a new car here. We'll add 500 new cars, or we'll add 300, but it's just same game over and over.
Yep. Hey, man.
Tracks are the same. Everything's the same.
I just set a record.
I seen that. You're #1 right now.
Clean. Ah, bam, baby.
Game looks good, man, on my 4K, dude. I'm thinking about picking this up. I haven't played one of these since back on 2.
Record
2 was
run.
the last one I played this.
Record run. Let me take a picture of that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My time, record run.
Oh yeah, looking good there. But I cannot believe that this franchise is still that hot.
Yep. Because, man,
and it's got less of everything.
Yeah. Well, for right now, they're gonna have 500 cars at the end of the DLC when they're done with DLC. So it just takes time.
And then they're gonna add rain effects and everything.
Yeah. Here's the thing. GT Sport is a simulation. It's meant to be a simulation.
Yep.
And so, guys who know about racing, right? They know about the cars. They know about the tracks. They know about the sport. They don't care about all that stuff. They don't care about all the fake rain and this and that, because 9 times out of 10, when you're racing in real life, it's not in rain.
Yep.
Especially dealing with GT3 and GT3 and GT4 cars. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's gonna come. The track list is gonna come. The cars are gonna come. But this game, what they're trying to do is so ambitious, man. So ambitious. They right here, this racing on November the 4th and November the 5th. I'm competing as well. But they're gonna have live commentary during the game, so it's gonna be streamed worldwide. And here, the Manufacturers Cup, the actual car manufacturers are going to tune in and watch your race. And they're going to have play-by-play announcement and stuff like that. It's this thing is huge. Being able to get your real-world racing license, I mean, that's never been done before. So, you know. And here's another thing. Out of, let's say if it had 1,000 cars, how many of those cars would you really drive?
Not many.
We have, you know, as humans, we have about 10 cars that we really like. We choose those and go over and over, and that's generally what it is. Once you have a car that you're comfortable with and you go fast with, you tend to stick with that. Same for the tracks. So
you only like 10 cars, dude? I like a lot.
Yeah.
I like the '69 Dodge Charger, the 1970 O's 442 with the bucket seats that turn.
Oh, yeah.
I got a crap load of cars. You know, I like old trucks from 1970 to 1980 because they had the best four-wheel drive system underneath them.
Oh, yeah.
So I love cars, dude. I love Ferrari, Enzo, the Bugatti.
Yeah.
You know, there's tons.
Dude, offline, man, I'm going to have to show you my collection, dude. I have a nice little collection of cars myself, man.
Oh yeah, I haven't started buying those. I buy my pop figures, my Iron Man, And you know, I haven't bought cars yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean real life. I have real life collection. So. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, not virtual. Yeah. I have a Nissan GTR 2015. I have a Shelby GT350R. That's a 2016. You've probably seen pictures online of my 68 Firebird. You've probably seen my AMG. I have a CLS 55 AMG. I have a 99 Ford Lightning, SVT Lightning. So I don't, you know. And I got a couple of Ducati motorcycles. So I got a little collection.
Yeah, that Nissan, I went and priced one of those. The payments on those are like $1,000, I think $500 is what they tell me, because it's a $125,000 car.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Skyline, the Nissan, what is it?
GTR.
The Skyline?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is the baddest ass ride.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that car.
Dude, it's a car that was built in the video game. Sony built that. They helped build that game for Gran Turismo.
Uh-huh.
And of course I had to get it. So, yeah.
Yeah. That Audi's nice. That RX-8. Did you just pass that? The R8?
The R8, yeah.
Those are nice. Those are expensive. I have a friend that had one, and he needed the gas line or something replaced. And it was almost like $2,000. I'm like, wow.
Yep.
They ain't cheap cars to get parts for. So
here's
he
the
sold
thing.
it and got him a Ford F-150. He really did.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, he sold his RX-8. He's like, for hell with that. So he got him a 2012 F-150. Real nice.
Yeah. I need
he's driving that Mustang.
Yeah, I need to check and see if my Astros won. Let me see if Astros won.
Yeah.
Bottom. Hold on.
What time the
yes,
tomorrow?
top of the 8th. We're up. The game 8
nice.
and 11. We're up by 3 runs. 3. Oh man, that's gonna be tricky.
Yeah. You know what time the PlayStation event is tomorrow? I'm Midwest. I'm Central.
You Central? I'm Central too. Okay. So it is. Okay. It's gonna be 10 o'clock our time.
Yeah,
it's 8 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah.
Now I think they're gonna have like the pre-event show. So.
Alrighty. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope they knock it out of the park.
Me too, bro. I think they will.
You know, I even though it's the Paris event, they got to do something because the 7th Xbox X comes out. So they can't let, as a company, they can't let Microsoft take all the spotlight. So they got to take some of that spotlight from them and be like, leave people like, wow, did you just see that event at Paris? Oh my God, someone's got this.
Here's the thing. I think Nintendo already took the thunder.
Oh, we don't even want to talk about Nintendo.
You know, I honestly don't think Sony takes Microsoft as any kind of threat whatsoever.
Oh, no.
I mean, without games,
yeah, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, you got pretty graphics, shiny graphics for third-party deals?
Yeah.
Third-party? And you know what? I think, I hate to tell you this, I've seen that Digital Foundry bullcrap. You know, I'm not trying to call conspiracy theory or anything, but I think since Microsoft got the marketing rights for that, they made it shine on Xbox on purpose. Because you're telling me that's better than PC. PC is the most powerful you know, it's not a console. It's the most powerful thing you got out there.
Yeah.
And you're telling me the Xbox One X version is better than a PC version? I don't see that happening. I don't know. That's just me.
Here's the thing about it. It's all subjective. It's all subjective because check this out. I have yet to see a game on the PC or the console that looks better than Horizon Zero Dawn on the PlayStation 4 Pro, or Uncharted, or or Days Gone, or The Last of Us, or any of those, you know. So I mean, it's kind of this is why exclusives matter. Exclusives can take full advantage of every ounce of the hardware and make games the way the console developer wanted it.
Yep.
Look at Mark Cerny. He's like a fucking evil genius.
Oh yeah. And you know, that's the thing. I wanted to talk about, I know it ain't no secret sauce, but I want to know more about that Raptor pack math and the 8.4 teraflops or whatever the hell that crap is.
Yeah.
I want to know more about it. What does it do? I mean, supposedly the game still is not as powerful.
No.
You know.
This is what it does, bro. So I have Formula One. I have F1 2017. That takes advantage of the rapid pack math. So it runs in 4K, 60 frames per second with all the particles, all the bloom effects, all the blurry emotions and stuff, all that stuff enabled. That system wouldn't be able to do all of that with just the power of the Pro. It wouldn't be able to do that if it didn't use those techniques. And it's only specific to the Pro because the X doesn't have that capability.
No, it doesn't. It's not baked only in Pro.
Yeah, it's not baked into the chip. So games like Wolfenstein, games like Far Cry 5, they have it in there. That's why it's able to run at the resolution and at a solid 60 frame per second with all the bells and whistles turned up. So whatever techniques it takes to get the game running, running great, looking great. I mean, look at this game here, GT Sport. This shit is running 4K HDR, 60 frames, solid, on the Pro. And this game, and think, I play Forza. I have it on PC. I didn't get it on my S, but I got it on PC. And this is a far superior game. This is a simulator. Forza is more of a simcade. It's made for you to use your controller and rumble triggers and stuff like that. It just is what it is. It's more cartoony looking than it is. Like this right here, I'm looking at this replay. This could pass for a real life race on TV if you just glanced at it. With Forza, it's not the same. And a lot of stuff, sure, they're doing it for wow factor, but it's not realistic at all. But it's a great game. Don't get me wrong. I love Forza. I've bought every single Forza. I'm more into the motorsports than the Horizons, but the Horizons are really fun.
Yeah, see, I'm more into the Horizons than I am the motorsports now.
See, it's hard for the casual arcade racers to race with a sim because they're gonna suck. They're not gonna take the time to learn how to drive, to learn the apexes. Look, you see how like when I make curves, my inside tire hugs the corner. That's real professional. That's what you're supposed to do. A casual racer is not gonna. They're gonna be all over the track. They're gonna look for rewind buttons. They're gonna, it's not like this here. To me, is the epic of what I like and what I enjoy. That's why I got all these racing rigs. That's why I compete, with iRacing, Assetto Corsa, Project Cars, and now GT Sport. So.
Oh yeah, remember that one Sega GT 2000?
Oh
that's
yeah,
a pretty fun game.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much where Forza came from that genre.
Yeah. Yep.
before we had the Gran Turismos and all the other ones, I mean, Sega GT was the like game. It was the game to beat.
And then they had the Project Cars, and then I think they, you know what? I tell you what's missing from Sony's library. Motorstorm series.
Yeah. Those guys did Drive Club, and then they shut them down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
But if you think about next year, man, Microsoft really don't have too many, AAAs or exclusives that's exclusive to their platform. Sony's got what, 7, 8? You got Ni no Kuni 2. You got all these games coming out.
Yep.
That's exclusive.
Yep.
And I don't care what people say. Oh, it ain't exclusive no more. It's going to be on PC. It's going to PlayStation Now. You know what? By the time those games hit PlayStation Now, they'll be old as hell.
True.
They ain't going to hit day one. The way the fanboys talk, they act like, oh, that game just came out today. Next week it'll be on PlayStation Now on PC.
Exactly.
Like, whatever.
Exactly.
That game, you won't see the game you're playing. You won't see the game you're playing until probably 5-6 years down the road when it's already old.
True.
Because Sony's going to have to make the money off of it. They're going to want to make. And when they decide, well, we ain't making a lot, let's put it on PlayStation Now.
Yep.
So it's not like that. But yeah, man, I'm hoping PlayStation Now is free, or they add it into PlayStation Plus, they mix the two together, or they do something.
That would really make sense, man. But
oh yeah, it would.
Will Sony do it? I don't know. Don't know.
Or instead of having a Plus plan, have like a different kind of membership. Okay, the $60 one, say it would be a silver. If you want gold, okay. I know it's expensive for some people, and they probably disagree with this. But for $100, you get PlayStation Now, you get your PSN, okay, you get all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
And if you pay $100, you know how PlayStation gives games away for free? They'll let you every month choose 3 games of your liking to add to your freeness of the games they picked out, and they give you 3 games free of your choosing. So if, say, you pick South Park today, they'll give you South Park for free. Or you put Wolfenstein or Assassin's Creed and say, you click on them and say, these are the games I want. Sony will give them to you for free. But that's only if you pay the $100. And on top of it, not just give you extra games for free, but also, this would be the kicker, you get movies for free. They'll give you 5 movies in the...
About Sony, they own all the movies. They have the studios. Why they never leverage the movies with the games? Like, for example, you buy Spider-Man the movie, you get a discount, or you get to play a free demo of Spider-Man the game. Or when you buy Spider-Man the game, you get the free Homecoming movie, all in the same box. Like, they have...
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, they have the capability to do those deals now. Again, Sony don't have to do anything, but it would be nice for them to do that.
Oh yeah, because they got to look more appealing than the competition.
Yeah.
And me and you've been talking about this. We don't care about MPDs because that's for just a. But you know what? If Microsoft does win it, or Nintendo